In addition to preaching in a wonderful church, I also go out from time to time on the motivational speaking circuit, talking to businesses or corporate groups, speaking on campuses, things of that nature. In fact, that's something I'm hoping to do a lot more of following my retirement from Marble. Unless, of course, the Food Network offers me the opportunity to become the next Guy Fieri. I've been training for that job for so many years. I'm a lot like the cartoon of Garfield, who's about to shove a slice of pizza in his mouth, and he says, "It's taken a lifetime of work to get a figure like this." Anyway, assuming the Food Network doesn't call, I will continue speaking and preaching as I always have, trying to help people discover the kind of life that brings meaning and purpose and joy. And when your business is motivational, there's a fine balance a person has to be sensitive to. The balance between striving to achieve and allowing yourself some grace. Michelangelo once said, "The greater danger for most of us lies not in setting our aim too high and falling short, but in setting our aim too low and achieving the mark." Absolutely. Jesus certainly challenged the disciples to stretch themselves, not to settle for mediocrity, but to strive for excellence. How did he put it? Be ye perfect. Did he actually expect that group of fishermen to achieve perfection? I don't think so. I think his emphasis was on the journey more than the destination. He knew those men, their flaws, their tempers, their weaknesses, and he knew that not much growth would occur if he simply said to them, "Well, maybe you can improve a little." In our work, in our relationships, in our spiritual disciplines, in our studies, in our service to the world at large, most of us can grow and expand and improve. Otherwise, life grows stale and empty. By the same token, when people did not always turn in A+ performances, Jesus never demeaned or condemned them. Instead, he was merciful and provided infinite healing and compassion. I love the words he gently spoke to a person who fell before him in guilt and brokenness and tears. He said, "Neither then do I condemn you. Go your way and learn from this." When my younger son Zachary was a tiny little guy, he played coach pitch baseball. It was actually a gift he gave to me. I wanted him to play ball as I had. That was not his desire, but he did it to please his dad. It was a learning experience for him. And as the season wore on, he became better at the game. In fact, he learned to hit the ball fairly well. Once in a while, though, he would have an off night and strike out, and then strike out again, and maybe again. One of those nights, following the game and afraid that he would be disappointed in himself, I said, "Son, how do you feel about tonight's game?" He surprised me and answered without a trace of disappointment. He simply said, "I did the best I knew how." Somewhere along the line, a coach or teacher or family member or somebody had taught him a valuable lesson, that there is no judgment we need to fear when we can look ourselves in the mirror and say, "I did the best I knew how." That's the lesson Mother Teresa intended when she said, "We're not called to be successful, but to be faithful." Strive to be your best and do your best. Jesus encouraged that. And most of us can always raise the performance bar a little higher than it currently is. But once you've given it the best you have to offer, then give yourself some grace if you fall a little short of your goal. If you aim for the stars and don't reach them, at least you'll reach the moon. And that's higher than what you'll find by simply standing still. I'll see you next month.